Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the June episode of the monthly economic update, presented to you by the Economic Intelligence Unit of the Ceylon Chamber for Economy.lk. We've seen, I think, on the local front, some developments, especially with the economy opening up. I think a notable factor has been the rebound in the Purchasing Managers Index, which fell to an all-time low in April. But with the resumption of economic activities, we've really seen the PMI pick up, in particular for the manufacturing side. Services has picked up, but not as much. And I think this also mirrors the trend that we've seen in other countries as well, which have started resuming economic activities post-COVID. We're also seeing, I think, a bit of resilience shown in the rupee as well. And I think some of the import controls that have been put in place, while also I think the demand side being much slower, has seen the rupee sort of stabilize at that 186, 187 levels during the month of June. We've also seen, I think, the trade deficit expanding, and that's primarily due to not that much of exports relative to what was there before March taking place. That has seen the trade deficit expanding in the month of April as well. From a growth perspective, we've seen the World Bank putting, a contractionary figure for, at least in terms of the expectation for 2020 for Sri Lanka, but a recovery next year to be seen. And I think this sort of mirrors a lot of the other forecasts expectation for this rebound in the next year, simply due to the construction we've seen this year. Switching gears to the global side, I think the worries of the slowest growth in over 7 decades, I think, is the biggest concern. We're also seeing the reemergence of the second wave taking place in certain countries, and that's having an impact on the economies as they open up. So we're still yet to assess, I think, the damage that could have in terms of the economy and things like that. From an oil perspective, also, we've seen a high level of volatility. At the end of last year, we saw, at the start of this year, actually, we saw oil prices close to $66 a barrel. Then towards the end of April, we saw it falling under $20 a barrel, and now it's back up to over $40 a barrel. So we're seeing these significant swings, but also it responding to the data points, the demand issues, and also the supply in the market as well. So it sort of shapes up well, I think, in terms of what we should expect in the next few months. On the local side, I think it'll be all about getting growth back on track, trying to see if the rate cuts that the central bank has put in place will really induce more credit growth and lending and help business and economic activity. So those are things we'll have to watch out for as July unfolds. And we'll be there to keep you updated on it as the month goes on.